What's going on, everybody? It's Clint from the Die Hard MMA podcast. This is Total Madness for UFC 259. Click the link below. Give us a thumbs up. Head on over to odds.com. Thank you very much for all the support. You guys are awesome. Women's featherweight fight Amanda Nunes taking on Megan Anderson this weekend. Whoo, baby. What we've got is a very interesting clash of young, brute force, hungry Megan Anderson trying to take on the GOAT Amanda Nunes. Someone who has been finished in the past before when she gets tired, when she has those breathing issues, when they rear their ugly head. Megan Anderson has shown some serious finishing capability herself, but Amanda Nunes, just really the GOAT, levels above this girl in experience and really in everything. Megan Anderson taking a massive, massive step up in competition, trying to pull the rug out from under the double champ here. Total set at 1.5. Now, this is a weird situation because, like I said, with the women, they always think over. But Amanda Nunes has become such a finisher that they give her credit here. And on top of that, Megan Anderson has been just handling the scrubs that the UFC has thrown her way in her last couple of fights. So they think this thing is not going to last very long. I have a bit of a different opinion. I think this thing's going to go long. I think it's going to go deep. I think that Amanda Nunes is not going to want to strike with Megan at that reach disadvantage for a very long time, and we saw Holly Holm have some success grappling Anderson and grind her out. The first time Anderson took a step up in the division, she went the full 15 minutes, or was it a 25-round main event? I can't remember. She went the full distance with Holly Holm and basically just got out-grappled the entire time. We saw Nunes employ that kind of a game plan against Germaine Durandamy. She is no stranger to switching things up and going grappling rather than striking. So if Nunes comes out early and either gets cracked by Anderson or realizes that she's got a grappling edge here, she's just going to go to that. She's just going to abuse that. I think this goes over the 1.5. I actually think this goes over the 2.5. It may even get over that 3.5. I've said it a couple times before. There's several spots where I think you could bet every single over on a card because it's essentially mispriced on where they think this fight is going to go. And if the game plan is what I'm thinking it is, this one probably gets into the 4th or 5th round, maybe even makes it all the way to the judges' scorecards. I do see a late finish happening here for one or the other because I think Megan Anderson's going to go for broke. I think either Amanda Nunes is going to struggle with the size and the physicality of Megan Anderson and eventually gas out, leaving the opening for the underdog to get the finish, or Megan Anderson is basically going to get exhausted and she's going to get choked out because someone like Nunes is far more finish prone than someone like Holly Holm is. She'll be able to take advantage of the weaknesses in her opponent's game and not just hang on for 15 minutes or 25 minutes. So I think this one goes over. I think it ends later. I would be willing to bet the over 1.5, 2.5, and 3.5. 1.5 is minus 120, minus 125. 2.5 is, it looks like plus 170 or plus 150. And then 3.5 is all the way up at plus 240. So if you want to go ahead and throw 3 units on there at plus lines, you could have a nice little day if this event just goes over to the 3rd or 4th round. I like the overs in that one.